Hey, welcome to this interview. So we've got a very special guest with us today. I first talked to this guy in the Investors Underground chat room. I was trading some Apple short at around $600 just for a day trade, and I saw that he posted that he was also short. So I dropped him a PM, and I just sort of, we had the same position. I wanted to see what he was looking for from it, and he was looking for a couple of points of downside or something like that. And I asked how many, what size he was trading, and he said 6,000. Now I had 100 shares short, so my total position was $60,000, and I thought, oh, $6,000 short. He's got 10 shares. I was thinking he's a little bit of a piker, right? And I asked if it was dollars or shares. He said it was shares. So I pinged Nate a PM and I said, hey, is this guy legit? And he said he's totally legit. So we stayed in the trade for about an hour, and we got 4 points of downside. And I made a quick $400, and this gentleman was up, I guess, 24 grand. So immediately I knew it was someone who I had to learn things from. And he's turned out to be a very influential person in the development of my trading. He's also a super good guy. He's made tens of millions of dollars in the markets. He's got a great family. I'm glad to be able to speak to you today, Tom ECNC1.
Thanks for that polite introduction there.
Great. So tell us a little bit about your pre-trading life, and I guess what got you interested in stocks.
Well, pre-trading, I went to college to be. I was originally going to go to law school as a political science major. Realized I was too lazy to continue on to graduate school, and I had some buddies that were working on Wall Street. So it seemed like a good thing to do. I followed them. I was a retail broker for about 7 years. At some point, I wasn't real successful on the retail side of, as far as making money as a broker. And I hated every minute of the sales portion of it, but I loved the trading aspect. So around 97, I decided to give it a go on my own. Initially, I was just flipping IPOs and secondaries, so it was all syndicate. I learned that aspect of the business when I was a broker. That was around 96, 97. I really started shorting stocks back in probably around 98 is when I really started shorting stocks. Yeah. And obviously, there's a learning curve there. I got into some battles, some serious battles. I mean, that was the internet bubble, and shorting some of those big names could be catastrophic.
Mm-hmm. How did you know that you were going to overcome these battles and, I guess, end up trading full time for yourself for a living?
It was a little bit scary. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was coming from making a salary to all of a sudden working for myself, and if I didn't earn anything in the market, I had no money to pay the bills. Mm-hmm. But I had a knack for it initially right away. I said I got into trouble a few times, learned my lessons, and vowed never to make the same mistakes again. I really capitalize on shorting third-tier stocks, small caps, rather than I realized that the bigger names like Amazon, you can be right and wrong at the same time and get blown up very easy. Where a lot of the small cap names, I'd find something I liked that was up on air, some BS news announcement, and I'd pile in size and sit with it and wait it out. I trade more position trading. I don't. Most of my trades I hold more of a day to a week to a month. I've held positions 2 or 3 months at a time. I mean, ideally, I'd like to be out the same day, but it doesn't always work out that way.
So to my understanding, I guess the style of trading that you're looking for is you're looking for companies that don't deserve their valuations for whatever reason. Maybe they're just running because there are other things in the sector that are running, but really, they're strapped for cash, or they don't make money, or things like that. You'll pile in short and, I guess, wait until, these guys have earnings plays, or wait until, the hype comes out of the market and then you're looking for covers. Or, I mean, could you tell us a little bit, more about, what you're looking for from these companies, or what you're looking for from the trades?
Well, there are different things I look for, and each trade's a little bit different. But I mean, I think you nailed a bunch of the reasons. But yeah, I look at companies that I think are strapped for cash, that have a decent sized float, that are running up for no reason except for momentum. There's some BS PR announcement and they're running up, and momentum players get in. I try to catch the backside of the momentum and catch the downside.
Cool.
And I mean, I do trade long from time to time, but most of my success has been on the short side.
So could you tell us why you signed up for, I mean, I guess you've been trading for, 20 years, and you've been super successful, but only recently, well, when I say recently, in the last handful of years, you signed up for Investors Underground chat room. Why did you sign up, and what do you take, I guess, what do you get the most from the chat?
Well, I signed up initially just to see different ideas, what people are trading. Maybe some things I'm missing. I like to see what the momentum players are buying and what people are shorting. But it gave me more idea flow. But really, since joining up, my entries and exits have always been real sloppy. I've always been real successful. But Nate is razor sharp with his entries and exits, so he's really helped me out and has really sharpened my returns by giving better entries and better exits. Because I could tell when something is bloated and is going to go down, but I'm always entering too early and exiting too early, and I'm usually upside down for a bit of time before I'm right. So he's really helped me with that aspect of my trading.
Cool. So you mentioned you're a subscriber of Investors Underground. Do you subscribe to any other of the services out there? I know there's a bunch.
Yeah, I think I subscribe to 2 other services, but to be honest, I don't really use them. I mean, when my subscription expires, I won't renew them. I don't even know my logon on one of them. Investors Underground's the only site that I use for trading.
Sure. So you've watched Nate's DVD textbook setups. What did you think of it?
I think it's awesome. I mean, it really helped sharpen my trading. And, I mean, Nate's a really bright guy. I mean, he makes a great living doing this. And I think he'd be crazy not to buy it. I mean, one trade you could pays for the costs.
Okay, cool. So what should we expect to see from the future from Tom ECNC1?
This is what I do every day. I've been doing it for, like you said, 20 years or so. I just want to continue my success and sharpen my skills. And the market changes, from day to day and year to year. So you have to always change the way you trade. And I think you see more of the same. Cool.
Great. Well, I really appreciate your time today. It's been a great insight into, I guess, where everyone wants to be from their trading. So I really appreciate your time. Thanks very much.
Thanks.
Cheers.